Very good morning, students.
Good
Good morning,
morning,
sir.
sir.
Very soon we are going to start our labs. Till that the students join. Till then, Rishi and Yesha, you are requested to kindly inform the other classmates of yours to join.
Sure, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, very good morning, Rishi. How are you?
Fine, sir.
Fine. So, who all are there in the class? Let me just check it out. I think we are having enrollment number. Yesha is there. Abhinav is there. Parthil Shah is there. And 33 પેલી છોકરી છે ને શું નામ છે એ છોકરીનું 33
Sir, Vraj, sir.
હા
સર વ્રત છું 32
અચ્છા
નંબર
33 હા 32 નંબર વંચિતા છે 33 નંબર વ્રત છે 36
સર ધીરજ છે
ઓકે અને 38 રાહુલ રાજપૂત
યસ સર
શું વાત છે સાહેબ સવારમાં આવી ગયા છે લેબમાં ફર્સ્ટ ડે ફર્સ્ટ સેશન કેવું છે
બસ સારું છે
સારું છે ને ચલો આપણે મીટિંગ ચાલુ કરીએ મીટિંગમાં એવું છે કે ટુડે વી આર હેવિંગ ધ ફર્સ્ટ લેબ ઓફ 1C11 that would be an introduction lab where we would be discussing about the laboratory experiments, what we are going to perform and how we are going to perform. So to start with the subject, we have already discussed about the subject in our last lecture, and now we are proceeding further to understand this particular topic of the laboratory. In the laboratory, we would be focusing basically on two parts. One is IC741 and one is NE555 timer. So I'm going to start with IC741. This IC741, what we are going to do is we are going to perform various experiments application based of the operational amplifier of a 8-pin IC, where we would be performing various circuit diagrams. May it be adder, may it be subtractor, integrator or differentiator. Accordingly, we will be performing various experiments based on this IC 741, and we will try to understand that what is the utilization of this particular IC and how it can be used in different particular formats. Along with this IC, we will be also focusing on some of the basic parameters of operational amplifiers. So guys, let me ask, have you read this topic of operational amplifiers ever previously?
No, sir.
You have never come across operational amplifiers? Yes or no?
No.
No, sir.
Okay. I will start with the very basics of operational amplifiers. Please wait for a few minutes. Just wait for a minute. Till then, we are going to start with the basics of amplifier. Basically, operational amplifier is a 8-pin IC where we are having 8 different pins. And for this particular IC, what we basically do is we try to understand the importance of each and every pin first, and then later on we start with the basic configuration of the operational amplifier. And for that particular purpose, I am going to share the most important part of it. That is this. Thank you, sir. I hope my voice is audible and the screen is visible. We were talking about operational amplifiers. It is a 8-pin IC configuration where 4 pins are on one side and the 4 pins are on other side. As you can see in the pin configuration or the pin function diagram, the first pin, that is pin number 1, reflects offset null. Offset null means nullification is being offset. So what is offset? First of all, that is the most important part of operational amplifier to understand each and every pin and what is the importance of every pin over here. I'm going to start with offset null. Offset basically is we are not providing anything at the input. I repeat, we are not providing anything at the input. So definitely in any kind of amplifier or in any kind of circuit, if there is no input voltage, what is the output? 38. Hello,
Yes, sir.
38. If there
Hello,
is no
sir.
input, yes, if there is no input provided to any of the circuits, then what is the output?
Zero.
Yes, 0. But what happens over here in any of the circuit is there is a presence of various passive elements like resistance, like capacitors, inductors, transistors, PN junction diodes, etc. So there is some bare minimum leakage current. As a result of this, you observe certain kind of voltage in millivolts or certain kinds of currents in milliamperes over there. So as a result of this, what is required is so as a result of this, what is required is we need to nullify, we need to make this output 0. And for this, pin number 1 and pin number 5 is being used. So pin number 1 is minus offset null or plus offset null, vice versa is pin number 5. I hope you are getting it. Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Pin number 2 and pin number 3 are input pins. Pin number 2 and pin number 3 are input pins. In these input pins, we are providing input. Input can either be a DC signal or it can be a AC signal. If it is a DC signal, then definitely there is no alternating current inside it. I mean to say that if I provide plus 2 volt, if I provide plus 2 volt at pin number 2, then at pin number 6 I will receive minus 2 volts. So pin number 2 is a inverting input pin. Whatever is being provided, it is getting that particular voltage inverted. It is getting that particular voltage inverted. The same is the case with pin number 3, which is a non-inverting pin. That is, whatever you provide would be reflected at pin number 6. So now if I provide two inputs, one at pin number 2, one at pin number 3, then what is the output that we are going to receive? That is a matter of concern. So based on this particular situation, we come to a conclusion that there are various other types of operational amplifiers, that is single-ended, double-ended, multi-ended, etc. If I say single-ended, that means I am providing only one input, other input is being grounded. So it can be vice versa, that is either I can provide it pin number 2 or I can provide it at pin number 3. The other way is if I provided pin number 2, pin number 3 is grounded. If I provided pin number 3, pin number 2 is grounded. I hope you are getting it.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Now comes pin number 4 and pin number 7. Now comes pin number 4 and pin number 7. Pin number 4 and pin number 7 is a external voltage being provided to the circuit or to the chip. Remember always, remember always, without providing or without drawing pin number 4 and pin number 7, our circuit would be incomplete. If you are not drawing pin number 4 and pin number 7 in the circuit, then your circuit is absolutely wrong. Even though your calculations are correct, every damn thing is correct. But if you have not drawn it, or in the practicals you have not provided voltage supply to pin number 4 and pin number 7, then you will never ever get the output. You will never ever get the output. I hope you remember it.
Yes, sir.
Understood, sir.
Pin number 4 and pin number 7 are being provided with a constant voltage supply of plus minus 15 volts. Pin number 4 and pin number 7 are being provided with a constant voltage supply of plus minus 15 volts. That is, at pin number 4 I provide minus 15 volts and at pin number 7 I provide plus 15 volts. Based on company to company, I repeat, based on company to company, this particular constant supply may vary. There may be certain ICs where I have to provide plus minus 10 volt or plus minus 12 volt. But in general, mostly we provide plus minus 15 volt. I hope you are understanding it.
Yes, sir.
So this is the 8 pins of op-amp, that is IC741, of op-amp, that is IC741. So we are going to study each and every functionality of individual IC pins in the experiments, and then we are going to perform the experiments accordingly. The performance parameters in the lab would be three. Number one, we can go for virtual labs of IIT Kharagpur. Number two, live multisim editor that we have dealt in network theory subject also, so we can proceed with that also. So what you need to do is you can go for multisim live editor NI version. NI means National Instruments is having a live editor of multisim where we can simulate the things and we can understand how the things get operated. The third option is we will perform the experiment in the labs, take a video of it and play it over here. So we will try our level best so that you are able to understand and accommodate each and every experiments and then try to understand it. The other diagram over here, which is basically known as LMC package 8 pin 299 top view diagram. This particular diagram comprises of a circle, and you can see that in the center there is a triangle. In the center there is a triangle. Triangle reflects two things. One is minus sign and one is plus sign. Minus sign basically represents pin number 2 and plus sign basically represents pin number 3. I mean to say that minus sign represents the inverting input pin and the plus sign represents the non-inverting input pin. So we are providing these pins at the input. Pin number 6 is at the output. Pin number 7 is on the top of this. I will just scroll down the page. Please let me know. Until then, I think there was a query being raised by one of the students. Please feel free to ask.
Sir, I just want to add that can't you just do both? Like we can perform the experiment in the labs and then we'll get the video and also on the multisim. Because through this we will also get the lab thing to understand and also we'll try to use multisim as well.
Yes, Himanshu, not at all an issue. We will perform both so that you can get both the ideas. The same way that we have done in network theory also. Whatever we performed in the labs, that we reflected in the virtual labs also, as well as in multisim. You might have asked your friends regarding it, so you can get the feel of both the things. That's not at all an issue. We'll perform the experiments for you guys. Okay? Do not
Okay,
worry
thank you.
about it. Yeah. So I have scrolled up the page. You can see a diagram. Yes or no? Please let me know.
Yes, sir, we can see it.
Yes, sir.
સો વ્રજ આ જે ડાયાગ્રામ છે ને બેટા એ ડાયાગ્રામ છે ઓપેમ્પ નું સિમ્બોલિક રિપ્રેઝન્ટેશન. આઈ રિપીટ, ઓપેમ્પ નું સિમ્બોલિક રિપ્રેઝન્ટેશન છે. સિમ્બોલિક રિપ્રેઝન્ટેશન એટલે ઓપેમ્પ ટેકનિકલી તો એક આઈસી છે, એક પિન છે. આઈસી 741 નામની એક ચિપ છે. એક આપણે કહી શકીએ કે ભાઈ એક 8 પિન વાળી એક ડેટા સેટ છે, ડેટા ચિપ છે. But basically how it is technically represented, it is represented in form of a triangle. Now you can see pin number 2 and pin number 3. Pin number 2 is connected with R1 resistor and is grounded. And pin number 3 is V input. Pin number 3 is V input. Okay. That is being connected with the non-inverting input to the supply, to the input supply. Pin number 2 is grounded. Pin number 7 is being provided with plus 15 volt known as plus V supply, and pin number, that was pin number 7. Pin number 4 is connected with minus 15 volts, and there is a resistor known as R2 which is connected between pin number 2 and pin number 6. This resistor is a kind of feedback resistor, because whatever output we are getting from pin number 6, we measure it and then we check it out from pin number 2 to modify the circuit so that we get whatever is desired. So pin number 6 is the output. Do not worry about the circuit diagram and all. We will perform the experiments, and during the experiment performation we will be dealing with all these things. So not at all to worry. Just a basic introduction about the laboratory part. There we would be basically discussing what is there in the labs of operational amplifiers, how we are going to perform the experiments of inverting and non-inverting. So your first target for today or for today's lab would be, and this is the data sheet. I will be uploading the data sheet right now after the lab in your Teams profile. Kindly download it and start reading it. There would be various terminologies which you may not be aware of. For example, what is slew rate? For example, what is CMRR? What is PSRR? What is SVRR? Etc. So do not worry, have patience. We will try to understand each and everything, and then we will try to correlate it with it. Okay, so that's all about it, about the operational amplifiers. The first experiment that we are going to perform is inverting and non-inverting pins. So based on inverting and non-inverting pins, we are going for inverting amplifier and non-inverting amplifier. In case of inverting amplifier, what we are going to do is, we are going to provide the input at pin number 2. Pin number 3 would be grounded. Pin number 4 and pin number 7 would be provided with plus minus 15 volts. Now, what should we get at the output? That depends on the formula. So how to calculate that formula? That we are going to study. Vice versa case for non-inverting amplifier. Instead of pin number 2, we will be providing the input at pin number 3, and we are going to check it out. So do not worry, we will start slowly and slowly, step by step. This is your first week. If you remember, then in the Teams, if you have checked it out, I have uploaded the list of experiments. Along with that, I am going to upload the data sheet and the books also. So you might have downloaded the books and you might have referred the books. As per my yesterday's lecture, I feel that you are not at all aware that what was being taught in your basic electronics, because I have already taught you what is CE amplifier and all. So kindly prepare it well so that from the next week onwards you are comfortable with the topics of the lecture, and then we can continue with the experiments also. Any queries, any doubts, any experiences you want to share of your previous labs online, please feel free. Yes, 33, Braj.
યસ સર.
હા બેટા, શું કર્યો છે જૂની લેબ્સમાં હજુ સુધી ઓનલાઈનમાં? કેવી રીતે એક્સપેરિમેન્ટ્સ પરફોર્મ કર્યા છે બેટા?
સર ફર્સ્ટ ઓફ ઓલ આઈ આસ્ક ટુ યુ વન ક્વેશ્ચન.
યસ.
Sir, in previous diagram, as you can see, what is pin number 1 and what is pin number 5?
બેટા પિન નંબર 1 અને પિન નંબર 5 નું પર્પસ શું છે કે વી આર હેવિંગ ઓફસેટ. એટલે ઓફસેટ એટલે આપણે ઇનપુટ ના પ્રોવાઈડ કરીએ તો પણ આપણે જોડે અમુક વોલ્ટેજ, મિનિમમ બેર મિનિમમ વોલ્ટેજની આઉટપુટ આવે છે. એ ટેકનિકલી અને પ્રેક્ટિકલી આવી ના જોઈએ. આઈડિયલી તો ઝીરો જ છે, પણ પ્રેક્ટિકલી આવે છે. તો એને નલિફાઈ કરવા, નલિફાઈ એટલે એને ઝીરો કરવા માટે આપણે પિન નંબર 1 અને પિન નંબર 5 ના વચ્ચે એક વેરિયેબલ રેઝિસ્ટર મૂકીએ છીએ, અને એ રેઝિસ્ટરની વેલ્યુ ઇન્ક્રીઝ એવી રીતે કરવાની કે આઉટપુટ ઝીરો થઈ જાય જ્યારે ઇનપુટ ના આપેલી હોય.
Yes, sir.
આઈ હોપ યુ આર અન્ડરસ્ટેન્ડિંગ ઇટ.
Yes, sir. Clear.
હા ચાલ, ઓકે, હવે બોલ, હવે બોલ, કેવી રહી લેબ્સ?
Sir,
રજ, હા બોલ.
sir, SEM 3 ની?
કોઈ પણ સબ્જેક્ટની કોઈ પણ ઓનલાઈન લેબ્સમાં મજા આવે છે કે ફિઝિકલ લેબમાં મજા આવે છે?
સર આમ તો વધારે મજા તો ફિઝિકલ લેબમાં જ આવે, પણ ખબર પડી જાય છે ખરી ઓનલાઈન લેબમાં પણ.
ઓકે, હવે તમને એક રિક્વેસ્ટ છે, આઈઆઈટી કેજીપી ની વી લેબ્સ કાં તો અમૃતા AMRUTA અમૃતાની વી લેબ્સ પણ અવેલેબલ છે. એને પણ એક્સપ્લોર કરજો. ઘણા બધા સબ્જેક્ટ્સમાં આ લેબ્સમાં તમને ઘણું બધું બેનિફિટ મળશે, બરાબર? અને સાથે સાથે હું એક રિક્વેસ્ટ કરું છું, તમારી જોડે આ જે અઠવાડિયો છે ને બહુ ક્રુશિયલ અઠવાડિયો છે. આ અઠવાડિયાની અંદર તમે શું કરો, મલ્ટીસિમ લાઈવ એડિટર ઓપન કરો અને એમાં કેવી રીતે કમ્પોનેન્ટ્સ ડ્રેગ એન્ડ ડ્રોપ કરવાના છે એ વસ્તુ શીખી જાઓ એટલે તમને ઈઝી પડશે. ઇફ આઈ એમ નોટ રોંગ, તમે સર્કિટ્સ એન્ડ નેટવર્ક્સની લેબમાં પણ મલ્ટીસિમ લાઇવ એડિટરનો ઉપયોગ કર્યો હશે.
યસ સર.
So you
Yes,
are
sir.
already aware how to use that labs. Okay, so that would be easier for you. Okay, चलो 36 38 કેવો રહ્યો એક્સપિરિયન્સ ભાઈ? ચલો શેર કરો.
हेलो सर.
હા બેટા બોલો.
हाँ सर.
હવે એકચ્યુઅલી કેવું છે રાહુલ, આ ટાઈમ હવે એવું નહીં કે ચલો ઇન્ટ્રોડ્યુસ કરો પોતાને, કેમ કે અહીંયા છે ને બધા વી ઓલ નો ઈચ અધર. If I'm not wrong, I was there in your second sem, third sem. This is your third time that we are interacting with each other. No doubt we have interacted in the class, and I think due to some reasons your attendance might be low, so your interaction might be less with me. But mostly, as usual, જેમ 46 ની ટેવ જ છે કે લેક્ચર હોય કે લેબ હોય, સાહેબના લેક્ચરમાં મોડા જવાનું. જો ને હમણાં આવ્યો. क्या बोलते हो 46?
ऐसा नहीं है सर.
तो क्या हुआ? आज भी लेट आया?
नहीं सर, आज आ गया तो जल्दी आ गया.
It is not for your
Very-
lecture, that's applicable for each and every
So that is what the interaction is required, Himanshu. चलो अनम्यूट થાઓ બધા, જોઈએ તો ખરા. हेलो 42 43. अच्छा 42 है, अनुराग है, अनुराग सेम राइट 42. 42
Yes, sir.
अनुराग है ना? क्या बात है सर,
Yes.
क्या हाल है? अभी भी वही, इस बार भी वही रूटीन रखना है, 2 या 3 लैब में आना है फिर नहीं आना है, ऐसा तो नहीं ना?
नहीं सर.
44 पार्थेल, येशा, how are you all?
Yes, sir.
Good, sir.
Good. Okay. So list of experiments I have already uploaded. Your today's target would be to understand and read the data sheet, and try to figure out that what is being informed through the data sheets, so that we can perform the experiments accordingly, and we will try to understand these things. Fine. So that's all for today's lab. Since it's a beginnery lab, I will not force you much, but yeah, I would request you to kindly start reading the data sheet. So this is your first target. Fine.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So how it looks like? Yeah. Just wait a minute. I am taking your attendance, so please wait. Rectified. Okay, thank you, students. You may leave the session. That's okay for the first lab.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you sir.
Okay.
सर आप मैनुअल देने वाले हो? हेलो
Yes, Himanshu.
सर आप मैनुअल देने वाले हो पूरे इसकी?
Yes, मैनुअल देने नहीं वाला हूँ, लेने वाला हूँ आप लोगों से.
हाँ नहीं मतलब आई नो दैट, बट फिर वो लिखने के लिए सर ऐसा फॉर्मेट एंड ऑल जो मस्त चीजें होती है वो पता रहेगी तो अच्छा रहेगा, इसलिए पूछ रहा था.
क्यों आप लोगों ने सीएन में या पीई में नहीं लिखी थी?
लिखी सर, बट वहां पे वही तो दिक्कत हुई है, हमने जिस फॉर्मेट पे बनाया सर ने वो फॉर्मेट में एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर रहा, तो फिर मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ कि आप अगर पहले से फॉर्मेट बता दोगे सो दैट तो फिर आगे जाके दिक्कत नहीं होगी. ऐसा
अभी बताऊं कि नेक्स्ट लैब में बताऊं, जैसा आपको ठीक लगे.
अभी बता दो, मैं शेयर कर दूंगा.
ठीक है. ओके. आप लोग रूल्ड पेज या लैब फाइल्स के अंदर लिखोगे। सो क्या क्या कंटेंट्स होने चाहिए वो मैं आपको बता देता हूँ। एम, apparatus, theory, circuit diagram, procedure, observation table, calculations, conclusion and remarks, graph if any. Okay?
कंक्लूजन के बाद क्या रिमार्क?
हाँ, conclusion के बाद remarks.
लिंक शेयर कर देता हूँ। थैंक यू।
ओके सर, थैंक यू, मैंने शेयर कर दिया ग्रुप में।
ओके सर, थैंक यू।
हाँ बेटा, ओके बाय। ओके बाय।
Thank you, sir.